Hi, it's Laura at Hyperstamper. Welcome back. Today's junk journal tour it's actually a revamp. This was a junk journal I did quite a long time ago, but because it's still in my Etsy shop, I thought I would pull it out and redo the cover because I wanted to work with this original cover plate here, which is just stunning. It's 116 years old and I love it. The book shows good wear. It's got the original spine. It's all intact. So I added lots and lots of vintage textiles here. I've got crochet doilies, lace, some more vintage lace under here, and then this beautiful vintage brooch, which you can actually remove. It's quite stunning. It's probably about 50 years old, maybe a little more. And then I've got my vintage beads and ribbons down the side there. So let me take you on a little journey through this, and I will repost it to my Etsy shop shortly, hyperstamper.etsy.com. And just a reminder that everything inside here is authentic, antique and vintage ephemera and treasures. Yeah, let's start. Here are the original first pages of the book. I love this little sugar pot here from a 1927 catalog. Beautiful poem here. Again, the first plate of the book. And then a vintage botanical page and a sweet little carousel piece here from a children's book with paper on the back for journaling, and this vintage hanky that was never purchased, so it looks brand new, but it's very old, and you can have lots of fun with that. Little pocket here made from a 1930s book page, and back there is a vintage bird book journal. Just about 50 years old as well. Fun clusters up here. I made this little journaling book here just out of my cutoffs. Not a fun cover from the 50s. And that is from the 20s there. This page is from the 30s. That's sweet. And then this is a receipt that you can journal front and back on from the 50s. And then another sweet little children's book page piece here from the 30s. And then we've got this wonderful piece here from a Theatre World magazine. Look at how awesome that is, right? Yep, then we have a secret journaling spot here and this really fun little notice of assessment. I just think it's really fun from 1950. It's got a bit of staining on there, but oh man, do I love it. This is wonderful. I love old receipts and tickets and stubs. It just makes me so happy. And here's Baking Day, wonderful little poem here. That's so much fun, and lots of space to journal on the back there as well. Home and Happiness, that came from an antique book. The Glorious Adventures, a title page there from an antique book. And then this is just a really fun original antique book cover. And I was able to put some paper on the back to make it a journaling card. And then another great 1950s Black Beauty page that you can journal on the back of as well. More vintage bird book pages. Oh, and this is from 1933. I love the blue on this. And look at that. What causes wrinkles? The same thing as 100 years later almost. And then we've got this great Little Rambles in Hollywood. 1933 Hollywood. How cool is that? So a really fun little read there if you like ephemera, which we all know I do. And this is from 1885 from a German book, and antique paper on the back of that as well. And this is just the top of a little vintage toy made in Hong Kong. And I loved the graphics on it, so I used that. More botanicals, more vintage children's book pages. This is the well sought after. I get a lot of requests for these. This is an original Arborite Company salesman sample, double-sided, so 2 different colors. And my brother-in-law probably was rolling his eyes now. He doesn't think I should give these away. I still have half of my collection left, but this is a fun one, coral and pink. How fun. Vintage dictionary page, and this is an antique math book page. Look at this. This is the only time I've ever seen this look before. I really like it. I really do. I love the images. This is from 1850s from the Hogarth book. This is a beautiful print of that engraving. And this here is one of my oldest postcards from Connecticut from 1905. Look at how beautiful that is. And no message. It's very rare that you see a postcard like this where it's just the address and not a lot of room for writing to whoever you're sending it to. Another children's book page here. This is really cool from the 30s. I love this one. Look at that great image. And then on the other side, we've got these cool little folding crafts, things to make for your crafts. And more dictionary page, vintage Monopoly money. And yes, you can journal on the back of those as well. And on the pocket here. Fun little poem here about the dandelion. I see that a lot actually in children's books. Surprise! Fun little children's book page there. And I love this little image. We all know how much I love squirrels if you follow me. I'm crazy about them. Here too, there's a great children's book page with color. Look at these sweet kids at their school. Remember that I've seen this with the leather strap that goes around the books. I wish they still had that. I love this little cluster here. That is from a book that was so old, and those are actually the rusted staple marks from the signatures. So I kept that. A 1950s recipe book page and all kinds of fun stuff in here. We've got some little tags. We've got a 1890s watch guards dial. These little journaling tags here. A 100-year-old banknote and a 1930s flinch card. Isn't that great? And then back here is another wonderful little poem from this book, Heartthrobs, Once in a While. Oh, I love it when you can incorporate the pages of the book into the junk journal. And then this is an instruction book page on bookkeeping from the 30s. That's from the 40s there. There's another wonderful bookkeeping self-taught book here, journal. And this is an 1800s German marbled page here. Gorgeous. The German marbling, they're famous for that. And I love those. This is from the 1920s. Look how cute this is. They're trying to sail their boat on an icy tub of water. It's pretty sweet. It's so cardstock thick, that piece. There is an antique stamp here. And then there's more of that lessons page. Some pressed lavender, pressed lavender, not lilac. And then this is a hand-typed research page. The research is on 1888, done in the early 1900s. More fun clusters. This is all original. More fun children's book pages, vintage ledger page, 1950s doily book page. And then this is just a great, the Seven Peaks in the Rockies. Look at that, it's beautiful. Still there today, of course. And this is just a fun little plate here. Isn't that great? Picasso. No, that's not true. Pissarro's self-portrait. I love self-portraits. And then that's a fun little book page here with the bunnies. And this is from the 1800s here, this school book page. Look at the beautiful birds in the corner down there. Love these images. And that's just a fun one from the 30s. That came from a theater arts cover. And this plate here is stunning. It's from an antique book. And those are loons in this beautiful lake scene here, courtesy of the American Museum of Natural History. More of that 1800s book page with these ducks and the turkey. This is the spine of an antique book. I love the texture on that. And then this is just another little journaling card that I've tucked into that belly band there. More fun clusters. And that brings us to the end. So I hope you love it as much as I loved making it. You can find that at hyperstamper.etsy.com. Come back soon and don't forget to subscribe. Bye for now.